Today I caught up with Atul Bhole, who is the fund manager at Tata Mutual Fund, and I started by asking him that markets are in and around the new high, or the new lifetime high. Do they feel that there is much more upside from here on? They manage about 2,000. He manages about 2,300 crores across three funds at Tata Mutual Fund.
I think if you look at over next 1 to 3, I mean, if you take longer term view of 3-4 years, I think there is definitely money to be made in Indian market. Of course, because of the rally in last 6 months or 1 year, markets are now trading at long-term average valuations. But I think going forward in next 3 to 6 months, news flow is going to be very positive for Indian markets in terms of reforms, in terms of inflation, CPI as well as WPI trending down, and also expectations of rate cuts. From January onward, I think there is also going to be a expectation built up around budget time. So overall, news flow will be positive for Indian market. From the international side, developed markets like Japan as well as European Union, they will, I think, continue with the loose monetary policy, and that will provide liquidity to global equity markets, and India stands a better chance in attracting the FIIs flows even in the equity market. So even though we are trading at fair valuation, I think these kind of levels will be sustained, or there can be a small upside from these levels also.
Q2 earnings season, what do you make of that so far? We are coming to the fag end of the earnings season. Do you think that it is slight sluggish?
There continues to be a divergence between earnings from the companies sectorally. So companies from auto or auto ancillary continue to report good numbers compared to expectation. IT has reported good numbers, but some of the companies have fallen short of expectation by slightly fallen short of expectation. But I think the earnings were good. Reports from the earnings from the pharma, cement, etc. sector continue to report good numbers. Private banks, NBFCs are reporting good numbers. So on the other hand side, PSU bank, metals or mining companies or oil and gas companies continue to report muted earning growth. So that divergence which we are seeing since last 2 years is continuing. But I think with pickup in activity, with pickup in growth, companies from other sectors will also start participating in the growth story. So I think if you look at earnings in FY16 or 17, we will see a significant growth in those earnings.
Mid-cap earnings have been decent for some companies. Do you think the earnings growth in mid-cap may outperform in the near term?
Yes, I think the mid-cap earning growth will be better than large cap. There are many good quality mid-cap companies in Indian market across sectors, and I think a lot of these mid-cap companies will get operating leverage going forward. They will get some amount of pricing power, which they have lost in last 3 years of down market. So because of that, they can see improvement in operating margin, as well as they will see benefit of financial leverage coming in terms of repayment of some amount of debt, as well as interest rates coming down. So definitely, I think mid-cap earning growth will be better than large cap earning growth going forward.
What are the flows like in mutual fund? Have you seen better momentum that is being continued in the last 4-5 months? Do you see that flow has been continuing?
Yeah, definitely the momentum is there in flows. So,
right, but I meant to ask that, what is the retail sort of inflows that are coming in right now? Do you continue to see new requests coming in for funds? Do you continue to see inflows, that feeling of left out and now more money being invested? Is that something that you're seeing from the retail side?
Yeah, I think retailers will continue to come in the market, because if you see, not only because of the market levels, but if you see the attractiveness of physical assets like real estate as well as gold is coming down. Because of the stability in the world market and the world economy, gold prices have come down, and I think they will remain there. Also in Indian market, the real estate prices have stabilized, and there is no pickup in activity there. So attractiveness of those asset classes are waning for sure, and money will come to financial asset, be it equity or debt or fixed deposit, etc. Because the real interest rates are good. So I think the flows will should continue to equity market, but definitely it is advisable for retail investors now to come through SIP route in any equity fund.
From May, that is, when we had the big government change, high quality, high ROE counters have done very, very well. Essentially, defensives, high quality have been outperforming. Do you think that there is further juice remaining in these high ROE, low debt companies?
Yeah, I think so. Some of these companies, as long as they continue reporting very good earning trajectory, they can sustain the high multiples. And I don't see any problem in some of these companies in reporting high earning growth for next 2-3 years. I think US as well as Europe has recovered, and they are looking for cost cutting or spend on new technology, etc. So that work will keep on coming to Indian IT companies. Pharma companies are also expected to do well.
Funds have that we have been speaking to are essentially trying to find out some new sectors which are niche in the mid-cap space. Any sort of mid-cap sectors that you like, something like auto, something like some quite niche sectors that are there in the mid-cap space?
So as I started, we are very positive on auto ancillary space. So there are very good mid-cap companies in auto ancillary space. Some of the private banks as well as NBFC in the mid-cap space are also expected to do well. And also from the pharma space, healthcare, IT space, there are some mid-caps. I think going forward, very selectively, some mid-cap companies from capital good, engineering or road construction space are expected to do very well.
Essentially, do you think that a rate cut has been factored into the banking names, because the financial stocks have been doing quite well? Do you expect that if the rates actually decline, say coming in signals from the RBI, would that be priced into the banking space?
So I think yields as well as the stock prices are factoring in the rate cut, and even if rate cut happen or doesn't happen, I think it may not disturb or cause any major reaction from the market, I think, because people are strongly believing in the trajectory of inflation as well as rate cut. So even if it doesn't happen this time, it may happen in March or June. So the direction is clear. So I don't think any panic reactions because of the policy.
We spoke to a couple of bankers in the last 8-10 days post their results, and we got a sense that corporate loan growth is yet to pick up. Do you see that as the next trigger coming in for the banking industry?
Yeah, that is definitely a thing to watch. But as I said, we are positive on private banks and NBFCs, and many of these private banks are continuing with their growth trajectory of 15 to 20%. If not in corporate, they are growing into SME or retail side. So I think it's better to be invested in private bank, and definitely corporate will pick up with reform setting in next 1 or 2 years, and that will benefit entire banking system.
Right, Atul. Thank you so much for joining us here at NDTV Profit.